with biggest names. This is man last 10 year top fighter. I think for me it's a great fight.
You can beat anyone in boxing. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm 2090-0 and this man's won 39 fights. It doesn't matter. It's heavyweight boxing. Small glove on. I've seen this man knock out many men before. Anyone who lands properly will go. There's no such thing as having this unbelievable chin and whatever else. If you hit right, you'll go, that's it.
But he's for someone who's 6'7", he just doesn't have the frame to be able to pack on any real kind of weight. You know, his career heaviest weight is 238. I mean, most heavyweights, it's in the 260s, their career heavy.
Yeah, listen, we've seen that in the past, but he's in pretty good shape now. And
Derek, he's got to try and absorb what Wilder will give him early on, try and drag him into a fight later on, and try and come on strong and try and stop him later. The thing with Derek and the thing with Deontay Wilder is I didn't want to see either of them fight again, but if they're fighting against each other, I'm okay with it because they're both at that level. They're both on the 50th fight. They're both, hopefully, when you're saying about where does the winner go, I hope...
He gets quite upwardly mobile, Chisora. You know, this is him being up, but he's mobile because he started to roll in and he started to roll out. And by doing so, that generates power. Once you go this way, you have to come back the other way if you've got any sense, because you're not going to stay there, because you're not going to get maximum power on anything. So you come back to set up the right hand to get a little bit more whip on it and carry it right round the houses, where if he takes it out peripheral vision, Wilder might not be able to see it, or if he does see it, it'll be too late for him. So if Chisora, as I say, if he crouches down just a little bit, rolls in, throws that hook to the body, rolls out, throws the right hand over the top, possibly another left hook. If he works from 3-punch combinations, because Wilder doesn't do any blocking, he doesn't slip anything, he'll move back, but you never see him trying to maneuver his hands into position where he can catch anything. You never see Deontay Wilder open up that back glove and catch a jab there. He don't do that. And you won't see him try to block shots off the top. He doesn't do that.
Who was the biggest puncher?
I think it's Derek.
Really?
Yeah, crazy.
Chisora punches harder than Daniel.
Crazy Derek, yeah.
I believe Usyk said that you was his toughest fight. Have you heard him say that?
Yeah. I don't, you see, most fighters train on boxing. I train on fitness. Yeah. I go out.
But Derek Chisora is the favorite, according to most of the odds makers. Do you buy that? Do you think Chisora should be the favorite against Deontay Wilder?
Chisora is the favorite, is going to be the favorite. He should be the favorite. And if the odds come down and Wilder becomes an even money, then bet the house on Derek Chisora. I can't rely on a guy that's been knocked out as many times as Deontay Wilder. 4 out of his last 6 fights. He got knocked out 3 times.
Yep.
And not just
brutally.
Not just beaten, exactly. Not just beaten up and knocked out in 2 or 3 rounds. No, he got beaten up throughout the entire fight.
All right, who wins? I mean, which way is everyone leaning? I feel like everyone's leaning the way of Derek Chisora. Wilder will use his legs for as long as Chisora allows him to. Wilder's never been the best mover. He's not slow, but he's never been the best mover, especially off the back foot. So you expect Chisora to be able to close that distance very quick as he needs to, and then Chisora to start working away, and it literally is just a swarm. You know what's coming, but can you stop it? The only way Wilder can stop it is if he lands clean early. And then all of a sudden, Chisora's hesitant to come in because, okay, Wilder's now starting to throw that right hand and he's starting to whip it over fast. What Wilder does have over Chisora is, I guess, punch power and speed. Does he still have the speed? I think so. Does he still have the punch power? Yes. It's not that he doesn't have the punch power, it's that he's afraid.
Then that'll be...
Where's this Derek show? Not mine, so you know.
Who's going to win, Nigel?
Oh, Del Boy.
Del Boy. KO?
War Chisora. Well, I hope so.
Is he going to starch him?
Well, I'd love to see it.
Fold him up.
You know, guys are not of that level, but Chisora's been nothing but a warhorse his whole career. They love him. They love him in the UK. If he's still standing, there's no way he doesn't get that fight. His 50th fight, in the UK with them singing songs and everything else they're gonna do. The greatest fight fans.
Why you stick it on Kruger like that? You were shoving in my mouth, bro. You were shoving in my mouth.
Here he is.
You kept on shoving in my mouth.
You're saying
Oh, you do your thing, man. Do your work, bro.
We'll see you in a minute.
Yeah.
Hold the turns up. What does it mean?
Don't matter, baby. Don't be touching me. Don't be coming on my belly like that. What the fuck? Not even got a towel as well. Get the fuck out of here, man. We're touching.
Sexy.
Yeah.
You guys, you too. Tell me, who's got more on the line? Who's got more to lose? Derek, I'm going to come to you. Look, this is your last weigh-in.
His coach is eyeballing me out. He knows what time it is. Listen, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I think all of you don't know what time it is. Yeah, so when I strap up the boots, strap up the gloves, I go in there.
His legs are half gone. Wilder's legs are half gone. Chisora he's 2 years older. He's 42, I think. I think Wilder's 40. He has more miles on the odometer. He has taken a lot of punches. But in the last few years, Wilder has taken a lot of punishment, especially in 2 of those fights with Fury. He left a lot himself in that ring, in those fights.
Hey, this is Tyson Fury. This is a special message from Deontay Wilder, the big dosser. He's going around saying he fights all the best heavyweights, but Dominic Brazil ain't no best heavyweight, and neither is Luis Ortiz. Dominic Brazil's average at best, and the other guy, Luis Ortiz, is average at best. 145 years old. Someone you already knocked out, you bum. You go around fighting the bestie, giving them bestie opportunities. You've only fought one good man in your career, and that's me, and I beat you. And everybody in the world knows that you lost to the Gypsy King. A half-mass Gypsy King. A Gypsy King that was out the ring for a year. Still beat.
Boxing pros stunned by Derek Chisora's bulked up physique. Ahead of Deontay Wilder fight experts can't believe the transformation they're seeing. That extra size, that aggressive build, it's got everyone talking, and the warning is loud and clear. If Deontay Wilder thinks this is the same Chisora, he better think again before stepping in that ring.
Look, I feel like Derek is definitely more. He looks like he's got more about him in the last few fights that we've seen from him in comparison to Deontay Wilder. So yeah, I can understand why he's the favourite going into it, and I probably would bank on him for the win as well. But again, with Deontay Wilder, you can't ever rule him out for any second of the fight.
At this press conference, the back and forth between Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora turned intense fast. Wilder says he doesn't need anger to destroy anyone, while Chisora insists pressure is his weapon. Both men are already trading confidence, and the tension is clearly building before fight night explodes.
Derek is built off of pressure, and I need that to elevate myself. I need everything that Derek's gonna bring. That's why he was the perfect opponent for me, and we said yes within seconds, especially after he called me. It was automatically yes, because if I say I'm truly back like I think I am, I need what he has to bring for me. I need that pressure. I need that aggression. See, Derek has to get angry to fight. I don't have to be angry at you to fight. I still whip your ass. Because I even when I say I love you, I'm still with that ass.
I don't have to get angry. Get it right.
That's just the bottom line.
This exchange between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder shows pure fight mentality. Chisora is basically saying forget tactics, forget power, just let's go to war and see who survives. It's that reckless all-in mindset that makes him dangerous. Even with Wilder's punching power in play, Chisora believes the unseen shots and pressure will decide everything once they trade in the center of the ring.
I'm guarantee you, yes, he's got power, this man, but all I'm just saying, fuck it, let's go, baby, let's go.
It ain't all about the power, it's what you ain't gonna see.
It don't matter, bro.
Bam!
Let's go.
Good night.
Frank Warren breaks it down by experience and mileage, pointing out both Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora are no longer in their physical peak. Speed and movement have faded, meaning this fight could turn into a brutal shootout. Wilder still has historic one-punch power, while Chisora brings momentum from recent wins. With both men relying more on ring IQ than athleticism now, Warren predicts a center ring war where anything can happen.
I actually think Chisora could stop him late as well. If he wins, I don't think he'll retire.
Look, both of them, it's their 50th fight. They're old guys. They're in their 40s. When I mean by old guys, not as old as me, but they're in their 40s, which is old for fighters. They don't retain the speed that they had and the mobility they had when they were younger. Big puncher in Deontay, you know, statistically the hardest punching heavyweight world champion, certainly apparently of all time. And you look at the purple patch that Derek's gone through over the last year or so, year and a half.
Gareth A. Davies breaks it down perfectly, calling it pure power versus pressure between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder. Wilder's explosive punching ability is still dangerous, but his balance and rhythm look uncertain compared to his peak years. Chisora, on the other hand, is surging again, and that momentum is changing opinions. Davies even suggests Chisora could start slow, break Wilder down through relentless pressure, and potentially take over in the later rounds. If that pressure sticks, he believes this could end in a late stoppage around round 7 or 8.
It is power versus pressure. Pressure from Derek, power from Deontay. Deontay is an extraordinary puncher, even throws himself off balance. He's very unorthodox with his big punches. Derek will be aware of that, but I understand the odds on this. Derek is now the favourite for me, the marginal favourite in this fight because of what's happened to Deontay and the ascendancy, the resurgence of Derek Chisora.
Duke McKenzie gives a tactical warning about Deontay Wilder, saying he must return to his ruthless executioner mindset if he wants to deal with Derek Chisora. According to him, Wilder cannot afford to change his style this late in his career, especially against a pressure fighter like Chisora. The message is clear: hesitation or overthinking could be dangerous. McKenzie believes Chisora thrives on chaos, so Wilder must be sharp, clinical, and decisive from the opening bell. Otherwise, Chisora's constant pressure could drag him into a brutal war he may not escape easily.
If he wants to beat Derek Chisora, he's got to go back to being the executioner. He's got to go out there and do what he's done throughout the whole of his career. It's too late in the day to change his style now. So that's not the most advisable thing to do. Not in my...
Eddie Hearn doesn't hold back when breaking down Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder, making it clear Chisora enters as the underdog. He warns that Wilder's knockout power is still very real and dangerous, especially early in the fight where one mistake could end everything. Hearn suggests Chisora might struggle to survive beyond 5 or 6 rounds if Wilder lands clean shots. However, the pressure narrative still exists, and if Chisora drags Wilder into deeper waters, things could shift. It's a classic danger versus resilience scenario where one punch changes everything instantly, and Hearn believes Wilder's power makes him a constant threat from the opening bell until the very end of the fight.
That Derek Chisora can beat Deontay Wilder?
I think he's a big underdog in the fight, and I think he may also get knocked out in the fight. If he gets past 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, he's banging that fight. He might not get through 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, but he's fighting.
Adam Smith describes this matchup between Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora as a near 50-50 clash, mainly because both fighters have questions surrounding them. Wilder still carries historic one-punch knockout power, similar to the hardest hitters in heavyweight history, but his recent performances have raised doubts about his sharpness and consistency. Meanwhile, Chisora continues to grind out results, showing resilience and experience at this stage of his career. Smith also highlights the significance of this being Wilder's 50th fight, adding emotional weight and build-up. In his view, this is a fascinating battle where timing, durability, and confidence will decide everything once they meet in the center of the ring.
It's a fantastic, almost, you could say a 50-50. We don't know what Wilder's got left. Obviously, he possesses the biggest, probably single punch power since an early Shavers, but he didn't look great. Well, hasn't looked great, has he, for the last couple of years, probably since the Fury trilogy. And Derek continues to keep grinding results out, and wants that 50th fight. It would be a fantastic build-up, we know. It looks like it will be announced. I'm hearing April. I just think it's a great Great battle.
Sergio Mora strongly believes the fight between Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora makes perfect sense because both fighters are no longer at the absolute top level but still extremely dangerous. He points out that Wilder remains a pure puncher with a devastating knockout threat, while Chisora brings experience against elite opponents and a history of going through wars. Mora explains that both men have faced setbacks and defeats, yet still carry name value and fighting spirit. In his eyes, this matchup is about balance. Wilder's power versus Chisora's durability and experience, creating a scenario where either fighter could break down depending on who imposes their style first in the ring.
What do you think of Wilder versus Chisora?
I love that fight. It makes more sense than Wilder and Usyk. I think we had a topic saying that Usyk was going to fight Wilder. I'm like, for what? I go, he should be fighting someone that's already on his side, where he's lost or he already's been knocked out, that has a name but is not at the top level. And Derek Chisora fits all those boxes, even though he is on a 3-fight win streak. Chisora has fought all the big names, have come up short, similar to Wilder. Wilder has that punch.
Adam Smith focuses on the stylistic danger between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder, highlighting Chisora's relentless forward aggression against Wilder's legendary jackhammer right hand. He suggests Chisora may even enter the fight in slightly better form, which could give him early momentum. However, Wilder's punching power remains one of the most dangerous weapons in heavyweight boxing history, capable of ending the fight in a single moment. The key question Smith raises is whether Wilder can still consistently pull the trigger under pressure. If he can't, Chisora's non-stop pressure could overwhelm him, but if he lands clean early, the entire fight could shift in seconds.
No, I think the form that Chisora's in might be a slight favourite going in, but it's Chisora's come forward aggression, and Wilder has that jackhammer right hand. Biggest single puncher since Ernie Shavers back in the day, but can he still pull the trigger?
After everything we've heard, this fight between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder comes down to one brutal reality: who breaks first under pressure. Chisora brings relentless aggression and a career built on chaos, while Wilder carries that single shot power that can end everything in an instant. Both men have miles on the clock, both have something to prove, and both refuse to back down. So now the question is simple: are you backing Chisora's pressure storm or Wilder's knockout power? Drop your prediction in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more fight breakdowns like this.